listeners, and welcome back to the All Things Psych podcast with Kylie and Zane. Continuing with our drug series, this week we'll be talking about another drug, LSD, or chemically known as lysergic acid diethylamide. We're going to unpack what LSD is, how it's made, and how it affects the brain and behavior.
To get started, we need to understand how LSD came to be. LSD was first discovered by accident by a Swiss chemist named Albert Hofmann in 1938 during chemical compound research. Through what seemed to be a random combining of substances, Hofmann created LSD and laid it aside as it appeared to have no medical benefit during animal testing. Several years went by, and on April 19, 1943, Hofmann decided to make LSD again and test its properties on himself. After self-administering 250 micrograms of LSD, he began to experience extreme distortions in perception, causing him to decide to ride home on his bike rather than drive his car, hence Bicycle Day. The next day, Hoffman woke up with an increased zest for life and a dramatically improved sense of well-being. This led to much further experimentation and was the beginning of LSD being studied for psychiatric use.
That's right, Kylie. In fact, over the years, LSD was tested as a treatment for alcohol use disorder and mental illnesses. It was even tested as a method of mind control by the CIA during the 50s and 60s. During the 60s, LSD became a popular medium in the counterculture movement, being used to escape or drop out of the established order. This is where we get the hippie stereotype today in the media, all springing from the use of LSD to expand consciousness and escape the order of society. Eventually, possession of LSD was made illegal in the U.S. in 1968 due to various health concerns and negative psychological impacts.
Chemically, LSD is a synthetic hallucinogenic drug created by mixing lysergic acid with diethylamine, a derivative of ammonia. In its purest form, LSD looks like a white or colorless crystalline powder, has no smell, and might taste bitter. To lower the strength, drug droplets are often mixed with other substances, such as absorbent paper like gelatin sheets. It is also infused into sugar cubes.
Today's episode is sponsored by coloring books. Instead of tripping out on LSD to hear colors and see sounds, try coloring. It may just do the trick. Talk to your doctor today and see if coloring is for you. Coloring may cause constant urge to color, daily happiness, and irregular bowel movements. Do not color if you're allergic to coloring. Thanks to Coloring Books for sponsoring this episode. Besides acid, LSD can also be known by a lot of different names. These include dots, Lucy, white lightning, sugar cubes, and my own personal favorite, mellow yellow. Experts still don't really fully understand how LSD works and affects the brain. However, we do know that LSD attaches to serotonin receptors on your brain cells and reacts with these receptors to trigger the hallucinogenic effects within your senses. During LSD trips, LSD can affect your senses, which cause you to hallucinate and see and hear things that do not exist. They can even distort what is happening around you. LSD can also alter your thinking, your emotions, and your sense of time, the severity of which depends on weight, size of the individual, the strength and the amount of LSD taken, as well as the body is used to taking LSD or not.
While LSD can offer benefits such as greater awareness or clarity and a sense of euphoria, it also poses several significant risks and side effects. These include feelings of anxiety, panic, confusion, and paranoia, impaired judgment, feeling detached from one's body, a loss of sense of reality, headaches, nausea, irregular heartbeats, flashbacks, disturbed sleep patterns, and the possibility of sparking mental health conditions and worsening one's already present.
As stated before, LSD primarily affects the neurotransmitter known as serotonin, working as an agonist, binding to and activating specific serotonin receptors known as the 5-HT2A receptors. When LSD binds to these receptors, it mimics natural serotonin, leading to an overactivation of these neural pathways. This overactivation is central to the hallucinogenic and perceptual changes experienced with LSD. It not only activates the receptor, but also remains bound for an unusually long duration, potentially hours, which prolongs its effects. This sustained activation leads to signaling pathways that differ from those activated by serotonin itself, contributing to the distinct psychedelic experience. LSD can also interact with dopamine D2 receptors, a system associated with pleasure, reward, and motivation. This interaction may contribute to mood elevation or altered motivational states. LSD also affects the glutamate system, which is the brain's primary excitatory neurotransmitter. it plays a role in learning and memory. Alterations in the glutamate signaling could contribute to changes in the cognitive processing and unique thought patterns. The drug's influence even extends to the norepinephrine system, involved in alertness and arousal, which might explain the stimulating effects or changes in energy levels. The increased connectivity between brain areas that do not typically communicate extensively is another observed effect of LSD. This enhanced crosstalk between neural networks can lead to phenomena like synesthesia, where sensory experiences blend, such as seeing sounds or hearing colors. This result is a shift in how the brain processes information, leading to altered perceptions, novel thought patterns, and emotional states that characterize the psychedelic experience.
In conclusion, LSD is a powerful hallucinogenic drug that can significantly impact brain chemistry, perception, and behavior. LSD may provide positive effects, but it also generates several negative impacts.
LSD is the funky hippie drug that we all see displayed in movies, but in real life it can be experienced much differently. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in for this week's episode of All Things Psych. Tune in next week for Kylie and I's conversation on crack cocaine, where we will bring on the actual cocaine bear from the movie Cocaine Bear. Until next time, listeners, see ya.